A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers and subscribers joining us from around the world. We are here again today with a special session with a special person. Thank you so much for all the questions and comments that you have given, specifically meant for the Golden Visa Greece. Thanks for the phenomenal response, and we are glad that we are back again with Mary to discuss on certain FAQs. But before starting the session, I would like to inform all our subscribers and viewers that this vlog is only meant for educational purpose. We do not promote any individual or any corporate, and we always recommend you to kindly use your due diligence before making any kind of investment decisions. Kalish Mera Mary.
Kalispera, Maya. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who is with us. And thank you again for the invitation.
Thank you so much, Mary. And Mary, I must inform you that we have received a phenomenal response based on the vlog that we have created last week, which was the vlog number two in the sequence, and people have really appreciated the way it has been conducted. Based on that, we have received a lot of queries because there have been a lot of questions among people and a lot of misconceptions also. And that is the reason why we thought it would be great to have you along with us to discuss in detail. So, before moving forward, Mary, I would like you to explain our audience about the new amendments and the new changes which are happening in the Golden Visa Greece program.
I understand that we have made all over the world a big confusion with all these recent changes in our program. Before speaking about the changes, I would like to repeat about how the program is structured and what are the options of the program which are being provided by the Greek government. In fact, the Greek Golden Visa program has three options in order to participate and finally to be entitled for your residence permit, 5 years residence permit. The one and the most popular, of course, is the property option, which is the most familiar to everyone all over the world. People feel very comfortable to buy a property. They know what does it mean. And usually, although we can try to communicate the other options, the most people are dedicated for buying a property. The second option is to invest in financial securities like government bonds, term deposits, mutual funds, and shares of companies, etc. And the third option, which is, I would say, the best option of the program and the less used up to now, only 12 residence permits have been issued through this route. When 10,000 residence permits have been issued through special property. This is to conduct investment activity at any sector of the Greek economy that could create a positive impact in the Greek economy without setting specific characteristics. The program does not require to create, for example, 10 jobs or to do something in specific areas. It's very open, and the only requirement which has to be met is that each investor who participates in this program to, as it is up to now, to provide his own funds of 250. I wanted to do this review before going to the changes because these three options remain open. So when we are speaking about Greek Golden Visa program, I wouldn't like to be only restricted in property option. Regarding the changes, a very big change, independently of prices and minimum thresholds and all this, is the change of the Greek immigration law. The previous immigration law, which was established in 2014, from the 1st of April of 2024, it means after 10 years, is being changed totally. Of course, there are a lot of provisions who are being kept, but the main idea is that our immigration law now is fully adjusted to the common guidelines of the European Community. and European guidelines.
True.
That means that new opportunities are coming because Golden Visa is one part. There are too many other options for everyone who is interested to take the advantage of residence permit of a European country and more specifically of Greece to take the chance from other articles. This is the bigger, let's say, change during these
Change.
days. Let's go to the second part of change. Property and minimum thresholds investment. As we are now, as we were until the 5th of April, the current minimum thresholds in the option of property were 250,000 euros for one or more properties all over Greece, except specific areas which were the main part of Athens, not Attica. Attica is the whole municipality, and Thessaloniki, and two islands, Mykonos and Santorini, where the minimum threshold was 500,000 euros, and a second restriction was for only one property.
Okay.
The change that was introduced, voted, and published on the 5th of April, just some days before, changes the whole environment a lot.
True.
The whole Greece is becoming 400,000 euros from 250. Much more areas are being included in 800,000 euros, the second and the highest threshold, which is the whole Attica, Thessaloniki, and almost 23 islands, as far as I remember, which have population more than 3,000 permanent inhabitants.
Okay. Okay.
It means that the situation is becoming more restricted. Second restriction is that everyone has to buy only one property, and moreover, a minimum surface 120 square meters.
Okay. Okay. Got
So
it.
it's very clear that the situation is becoming not impossible, but more difficult.
Okay.
But there is a window for everyone who wants to take the advantage of the previous prices in the market. Everyone who will be able until the end of August of the current year to allocate the property of his interest and to book the property through a pre-sales agreement and
Okay.
having paid a 10% of the total value, has the right to proceed with the previous amount and to finalize with his contract until the end of the year.
Okay. Okay.
If you are asking me if it is something doable, if it is something feasible, yes, it is. There is time. We have almost, let's say, 3 months, 4 months.
So the normal misconception among people is that will this program will be running post the changes or after the deadline given by the authorities that till this particular date, as you have mentioned rightly, that the new law will be applicable post that. So can you just elaborate on the date as well as what is the future of the Golden Visa Greece program?
Before going to the future, which is connected with what you are asking me, in this particular amendment that increases the minimum threshold and puts these timelines, tight timeline until the end of the year, there are two new amendments in the same article are being introduced, which is, according to my opinion, are very, very interesting perspective, especially for people who are interested to do, let's say, good investments. There are two kinds of buildings or properties which are being kept in 250 minimum threshold, and there are the one kind is commercial properties for which either the buyer or the seller can change the use to a residential property under
Hmm.
the condition that you change the use from a commercial property to a residential one. You are entitled to proceed with your golden visa with 250,000 euros.
Okay.
And the second option, and more interested, is if you are going to invest either as either as individual or either as an investor, if you are interested to buy and reserve a listed building or a
Okay.
listed property, a building in which there is included a listed property. It's not only for buildings. You can
Hmm.
also buy a part or to be a part of the acquisition.
Okay. Okay.
And of course, under the obligation to restore the property or the building, but when your first when the first renewal of your residence permit is going to come. It
Hmm.
means that you buy now under 250, you submit for your residence application, you are entitled for your residence permit, and
Hmm.
when the time comes to renew after 5 years your
Hmm.
residence, you have to show that you have already finalized with the restoration. I
Interesting.
am saying that it is very interesting, either from, of course, for the Greek government and the Greek territory, but
Hmm.
also for an investor because this kind of buildings, there are a lot of such kind of buildings in the heart of Athens or in the heart of Thessaloniki, the
Hmm.
sub-capital of Greece. And there are really very nice buildings now abandoned which will be uh, used for hospitality, for tourism, for many purposes. And
Okay.
according to my opinion, it's very good investment opportunities.
Fantastic, fantastic. So that means that people need not be afraid of the fact that there will be any further misconceptions about the program getting closed. So it's going to continue with a additional fee which the authorities have mentioned, and their money will be safe. So they need not worry about the investment part any which ways.
First of all, despite the property option, which is what we described, the other two options remain open, and not only the second option of investment securities, it was until the end of March 400,000 euros. Now it becomes 500,000 euros,
Hmm.
always open under the same conditions, and two of the eight provided options of investment are being decreased to 350, which
Okay.
is also an interesting development. And
Hmm.
just to mention that the one of them is the mutual funds who are going to invest in real estate in Greece. You can
This is
understand the combination.
yes.
The
This is a
property is being increased, the mutual funds which are investing in real estate in Greece are being decreased.
interesting, interesting. This is a great piece of information, Mary, because I don't think many of our viewers would even know a minimalistic situation of that because they were more concerned about the increase in the investments and the deadlines for it. So this is a
Same
very good
time,
piece of information.
you find in front of you a decrease, especially to a professional management of
Okay.
property
Hmm.
through a mutual fund. And the third option, which, as I said, I'm very fond of it, the investment activity in any sector, remains open with some additional details, which is not now, it's not the time now to explain
Hmm.
because it's really a little bit complex. But if, for example, either through a Greek company, through
Hmm.
establishment a Greek company, or
Hmm.
through directly from your foreign company, you are
Okay.
thinking to expand your business in Greece by taking the advantage of any opening any activity which is according to the Ministry of Development, positive for our economy. You are
Okay.
entitled, and not only you and your family, of course, but also executives through this route from your company to come and realize your investment. So I believe that not only the Greek program is not being closed. It is being changed, of course. It changed the directions perhaps that the program wants to lead the investors. But I'm very positive that it will be a very good after 2 years, if we could be here and discuss, I believe that we will see much uh, better results in terms of investment, and not only buy a property and put it in the market.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I am really hoping that things will move for better. Of course, as we mentioned in our last vlog, also that change is very necessary. There are multiple reasons behind it when actually
A
the
lot,
authorities take a call.
a
So,
lot.
yes, understanding the whole situation and understanding the positive side of it, yes, I think this is the time. As our audience would be eager to get more information on this, can you recommend certain portals of the Greek authorities which they can visit for more information?
a, a good le- le- if somebody generally if somebody wants to take this step ahead, I
Yes,
believe that he has to be well prepared. This is something
absolutely.
that it is necessary. The programs all over the world are more or less the same. There are differences perhaps in the amounts, there are differences in the procedure, but the final outcome is usually the same. So
Exactly.
the factors that make the difference is to be well prepared and aware
Hmm.
of what is the process. The process sometimes really uh, in the process you can face a lot of problems or a lot of inconveniences if you are not well prepared.
Hmm.
And before starting, it's good for each one to make his own due diligence of the details of the program, of the details of the process, of the documentation which is required, of the partner that he is going to hire, she is going to hire, in order to
Hmm.
have the whole overview and
Indeed.
visit the country under a well preparation in order to finalize quickly and comprehensively prepared. That's my advice.
Fantastic, fantastic. I think, Mary, you have summed up really well. And is there anything which you think that we are missing out that the audience should know? I think we have already covered all the major points that was with regards to their mindset or the misconceptions. But is there any other point that you think that should be known to all our investors and all our audience who are watching us right now?
I would like to add something in terms of when somebody is looking for the best option of
Hmm.
investment. I have met some cases which are asking, let's start from the properties, show me the
Hmm.
pure properties in order
Hmm.
to discuss, in order to uh, our company from the very beginning. And if our audience can visit our site also, can understand that we had decided that our role is not to show specific properties.
Hmm.
The travel, the journey to a good investment does not start from a specific property. It's the
True.
wrong way. The wrong way, the right way is to to be well informed about the details of the program, of
Hmm.
the as we discussed about the preparation that you have to come to do in your country, about the affection that perhaps the two taxation systems would have as an impact in its personal in its case,
Hmm.
and to come to be aware about the how the market is working,
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
kind of investment rates you could reach either through short term, long term, eh, and afterwards to search for the object in order to realize your investment,
Hmm.
and second, to think a long term, not short term.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's important because see, the short-term gains are always not going to fetch you more returns compared to the long term. So it is
Exactly.
important to keep that in mind. Great, lovely. Anything else, Mary? You think that we can conclude with now?
And you know my position that golden visa programs,
Hmm.
uh, we, you and me and everyone in the industry, we face every day a lot of changes, a lot of challenges. Countries change the programs. Of course, according to my estimation, these programs won't be closed. They
Hmm.
will be open with different approach, with different products, perhaps with expanding the benefits to taxation benefits or to other kind of you know uh, benefits. Okay,
Of course.
but each one, it's good to be prepared and to start from now, to start from yesterday, as we said the previous time,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
because you don't know. You see
Absolutely.
all the changes. Europe now has become day by day more strict, and regarding especially citizenship programs, there is a trend not to be so open.
Of course.
It's, if you have such a kind of plans in your mind for
Hmm.
your children, for your retirement, for your personal
Hmm.
requirements, it's good to start.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mary, for taking out time, especially to answer all the FAQs that we have received over the week post our vlog that we published. And I hope our audience have gained a lot of information which was missing previously. And in case you have any questions or any recommendations or any advice, please mention in our comments, and will definitely get back to you, and we'll connect you with Mary also to get the things sorted as soon as possible. Thank you once again, Mary. And
Thank
to
you,
all our
Maria.
subscribers, yeah, thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you
And to
very
all our
much.
subscribers, yeah, Mary, and I also hope that we will continue this discussion in the coming months also, because I see a lot
Of
of synergies
course,
coming up.
we are also waiting for the circulars that will interpret the law. Up to now, it's in the bin, as we are saying.
Exactly.
Will be perhaps more and more questions. We are here to face them and to help and assist with our experience, everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you too, Maya.
Thank you. And I would request all our subscribers to kindly like and share the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon for more such informational videos. And as they say in Greece, Efcharisto, teleme syntoma.
Ευχαριστώ, Μαγιά.